Can you create something out of waste? Yes, of course you can. But can you create something out of waste that the National Museum, Sweden's arguably most prominent museum, that they decide to include in their permanent collection? What does that take? Well, it takes a rebel. A rebel with a lot of humour, it turns out, and it takes a passionate CEO of a classic Swedish furniture company. Lilla Snåland is a three-legged stool with a seat entirely made out of waste, 14 wooden offcuts from the production of Lilla Åland. Lilla Åland, which is a Windsor chair designed by Carl Malmsten 80 years ago, which is still one of the most iconic Swedish chairs ever. A chair that has been in production ever since 1942. Up until 5 years ago, those offcuts were just thrown into the fire, used to heat the factory. Despite the fact that they're made out of top-quality wood, taken from trees that have been growing in the Swedish forests for over 60 years.
I always want to try to evolve in my designing ability, never rely on past experiences, but try to make it even better. Not in comparison with somebody else, but for the users and also for the planet. And to surprise myself. Can I design something that I didn't think I could create? Wood is also something very Swedish. Not only the woods, we have a tradition with the allemansrätten, allemansright, that we can go out in the nature here in Sweden. So I think wood is something we all have a connection with. When I was younger, I was an activist, more coming from an angry point of view. And people can never be open for an idea or a concept if you present it in a very angry way. After contacting every Swedish furniture factory for 3 years, Stolab was the one that opened the door and was interested and curious about upcycling and collaborating with me. So,
still today we don't know why we opened the door, but we are, as you say, we are a curious company. So, I mean, there was something written in the stars, I guess, in that sense.
It was really a fantastic process that everything went so smoothly and quickly.
When I look at Lilla Åland in our product range, when I go back to 1942 and I see the Lilla Åland appearing in our catalogs, it's like a time shift. And I think when we sit here in 30 years, I think we'll talk about the time shift in the Stolab range when we introduced the Lilla Snåland chair. It's obvious that we're going from a traditional sense to a non-traditional in the sense of upcycling.
We all need to challenge the producers in order to rethink the process and also the machines being more circular.
Yeah, I think we have a responsibility for the workers in our factory to have the most modern machines you can have in order to help them in their daily work. Still, the basic idea is that the human eye and the human hand is the thing that decides the quality.
I think it is possible to eliminate waste until a certain point. There will always be mistakes made in factories, but I'm convinced that methods of designing and producing will eliminate most of it. Upcycling has spread to other areas and has been for many years, the fashion industry and in the architecture, and I think this will be the new normal.
It takes courage to be a designer, and to design furniture out of discarded material, well, that takes a lot of courage and a lot of persuasion. Persuasion of producers who are, understandably, hesitant to let designers roam the workshop. For circular thinking to become a reality, one needs forerunners, projects that prove that yes, dust can be turned into diamonds, and Lilla Snåland is exactly such a project. And Lilla Snåland has all come about thanks to Marie-Louise Hellgren's persistency. After the success of Lilla Snåland, it is hard to imagine that the industry will ever look at waste in the same way again.